Welcome to the chapter Matter in Our Surroundings.
This slide presents the overview of the chapter. Learning objectives. By the end of this chapter, you will be able to
Discuss the physical nature of matter. List out the characteristics of particles of matter. Explain the states of matter. Identify the shape and volume of solids, liquids and gases. List out the characteristic properties of the three states of matter. Discuss the diffusion of states of matter. Explain the force of attraction between the particles of the matter. Describe the effects of temperature of matter on changes of state.
Introduction. Before entering into the chapter, follow the instructions shown on the screen. Click each tab to know more.
In lower classes, we studied about metals and non-metals, synthetic and natural materials, acids and bases, etc. All the metals and non-metals, synthetic and natural materials, acids and bases are the examples of matter. Water we drink, food we eat, air we breathe, clothes and various things that we use in our daily life are the examples of matter. Let us know more about the concept of matter scientifically. Matter. In a simple way, anything in this world that occupies space and has mass is considered as matter. Everything in our world is made up of matter. The scientists work on stuff. Even the air around us is matter, although we cannot see it. All the things around us which exist in a variety of shapes, sizes and textures is matter. There are three states of matter called solids, liquids and gases. Matter can be changed from one state to another, like a solid to a liquid or a liquid to a gas. Let us study about the physical nature of matter. The nature of matter can be determined by studying its properties and composition. Similarly, the physical properties of a matter can be observed or measured without changing its composition. The physical properties of a matter basically mean its color, smell, density, melting point and boiling point, etc. Here let us perform an activity to decide about the nature of matter. Is it continuous or particulate? Click each tab to know more. Take a 100 ml beaker. Pour 50 ml water in it. Mark the level of water. Add 2 grams of sugar into the beaker and stir it with a spoon till all the sugar gets dissolved. Observe any changes in water level. We will observe that the level of the water in the beaker is at the same mark, where water level was initially in the beaker, after dissolving the sugar in the beaker. From this activity, we learned that even after dissolving 2 grams of sugar in 100 ml of water, the volume has not increased. When we dissolve sugar in water, the particles of sugar gets into the spaces between particles of water. Hence, we conclude that each sugar crystal itself must be made up of millions of small particles. In the same way, dissolving sugar in water tells us that there are spaces between the particles of water. The following are the important characteristics of particles of matter. They are: the particles of matter are very small. The particles of matter have spaces between them. The particles of matter are constantly moving, diffusion. The particles of matter attract each other. We will perform some simple experiments to show all the characteristics of the particles of matter in a later session of this module. States of matter. Water can be found in all three states. Because of this, we can say that solids, liquids, and gases are three different states of matter. Click each image to learn more. Solids have a certain size, shape, and volume. In this state, the constituent particles are closely, regularly, and tightly packed. In the same way, the particles cannot move around much, but these particles only vibrate in fixed positions. Liquids have a definite volume but no definite shape. In this state, the constituent particles are not together closely. For example, milk is a liquid matter. It has a size or volume. Volume means it takes up space. But milk does not have a definite shape. It takes the shape of its container. Gases have neither a definite shape nor a definite volume. In this state, the constituent particles are far apart and move freely. Now, let us do a sample drag and drop exercise to check your understanding. Put the following objects in the correct box. In physics, a state of matter is one of the distinct forms that matter takes on. Each of the states is also known as a phase. Elements and compounds can move from one phase to another when specific physical conditions change.